Good, how are you? I was wondering where you were. I'll be in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll call the regular meeting of the Jersey Shore Board to order. Can we have a roll call, please, Mr. Enders?
Mr. Michael Allen.
Present.
Mr. Brugard. Ms. Dobler.
Here.
Mrs. Grant.
Here.
Mr. Kinley.
Here.
Mrs. Petrowski.
Here.
Mrs. Stemler. Mrs. Thomas.
Here.
Mr. Allen.
Here.
All 9 members present.
We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Communications for this evening.
I just, two things I want to point out. One is that Serena Henry and I have been in conversation today with 2 different groups about trying to get a live stream set up for this coming Friday night. Last Friday, we only had radio broadcasts because of the fee, but we are working again on it for this coming week. We think we have an idea that will work. That's number one. And then the second thing is I did send out a community message earlier today that we do now have a date for the end of the mask order. That is January 17th is when we can go back to our board-approved health and safety plan. And if you looked at my letter, there's 35 school days between now and January 17th. So it's not as far away as it sounds.
Just to be clear, will we have to vote on that, or it's just a done deal?
Your
returns.
board-approved health and safety plan says that you will follow order. So once the order is lifted, it will go back, it will revert back to our plan. So we will not have to vote. Other questions about that? Okay, thank you. Those are the 2 communications.
Okay, President's report, I just want to announce we had an executive session prior to calling the meeting to order for personnel and legal. That's all I have. Intermediate unit report.
We don't meet till next week, so I'll have a report at the next board meeting.
Thank you. Superintendent's report.
I'm going to start tonight by recognizing the Jersey Shore FBLA students, if you would like to come to the podium. I am also going to share up on the screen for them their presentation for the board. They are here tonight to talk about this year's We Shore Care project and give the board some background on. Oh, I'll stop pulling it up then. Go for it.
Turn it on the side.
Go ahead.
All right. My name is Donald Steinbacher, and I'm the president of FBLA.
My name is Lexi Greavy, and I'm the Vice President of Jersey Shore FBLA.
My name is Dustin Stetzel, and I'm a reporter for FBLA. How is everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good. We have just one question. Do you mind if we take our masks off while we present, or?
Nope, you're fine.
Thank you. So, tonight we'd like to talk to you about year 4 of our We Shore Care project. We're continuing after our past success. It was, as some of you may know, we were able to continue the project through the 2021 year, and we all know that was pretty hectic, but we were fortunate to be able to continue it through there, and we're more than willing to continue the project this year. So we did some research, and we found that there's certain things that our community needs, and that is food. Here you can see around 12% of Lycoming County families and 13% of Clinton County families deal with food insecurity regularly, and we feel that that's not something we feel our community should have to deal with. So we have a plan to help. Okay. So in order to do this, we're looking to partner with the New Love Center. We've partnered with them in the past. We partnered with them in 2018, 2019, and 2019 and 2020. And we feel that with our combined experience, theirs and ours, both in the community service and food drive sectors, that we could really make a big impact on our community. In order to do this, we came up with a Stuff the Bus. We've never done a Stuff the Bus as FBLA before, and we decided that we really want to come up with a food drive that people are going to recognize, people are going to get involved in. So we came up with the Stuff the Bus. We had Jersey Shore State Bank. We've had tremendous help from them. They sponsored T-shirts and signs to go onto the bus so that they can make sure that we have this bus, how we have the community aware of this bus, and hopefully the community will be able to come together and help with this food drive.
I'm gonna do an ad for you.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Like a shirt. Please talk to one of the students or Mrs. Oden.
So the bus, it's kind of special what we're doing with the bus this year. So usually when you think of a Stuff the Bus, it's usually restricted to a school district, just within the school buildings. And we thought that's great. That's a great way to get the community to help donate. But we felt that if we can get the whole community involved, we can really make the most impact on food insecurity within our community. So in order to do that, we planned the bus to be in specific locations throughout the month of November, or throughout the 1st to the 21st. That includes Wise's, Lingles, and the Nipponos Valley Village, just to make sure that everybody has access to the bus, all the community members can see the bus and hopefully help in any way they can. The special thing about this bus also is that it is staffed by students. So we're going to have students there accepting donations from the community, some accepting monetary and canned donations. And the other big one was almost like sign spinners. I don't know if any of you's ever seen videos of them, but obviously we can't quite do some of those crazy tricks that some of those very experienced sign spinners can do, but we wanted to make sure that the people driving by or people passing by saw where the bus was, what was going on those days, just so the community can really see what's going on. And actually, we were out at Wise's this weekend. I don't know if anybody you saw, but we were out. We were accepting donations, and we did get quite a few donations. It was incredible to see, actually, just to see so many people want to come help bring donations just to help the New Love Center and help feed the families of our community. I'm going to pass it off to Lexi.
I'm a lot shorter. So this year we wanted to have community involvement very stressed because last year we could not have very much community involvement. It's a very isolated project due to COVID. Our bus will be traveling to local businesses and very high foot traffic areas in Jersey Shore, so grocery stores, banks, and things like that. We also are having it at our home football games, and we have it in the valley sometimes so that kids like all throughout the district can have access. If any of you guys are familiar, we are doing the Day of Caring this year, which is a district and community-wide dress down day. We've done it in previous years, and these are the t-shirts this year, which Dr. Almer has already showed you. They are sponsored by Jersey Shore State Bank, and we did already have a fundraiser to sell them. And thanks to Jersey Shore State Bank, the $10 donation that we received for that can go directly to the New Love Center. If any of you guys are interested in getting a t-shirt, we are still selling them. You can see one of us or Mrs. Oden, and we are also selling them at the football games. And on the Day of Caring, our officer team will be going around to the businesses that are participating to pick up donations and also do a photo op. So we are looking for you guys' help to meet the needs of our community with high-protein, non-perishable items. We are stressing high-protein items because a lot of times they are more expensive and a little hard for food insecure families to get. We're looking for canned beans, canned meats, canned fish, and other things like that. We will accept any non-perishables. We aren't going to turn away any of those donations, but we're stressing high protein. The more donations that we receive, the more families that we can reach. At this point, we have gotten several donations from local businesses and also from our schools. We are looking to reach more families in our community this year, and we're hoping to keep the pace so that we can help really give back to our community.
So this year we had another generous donation from Steinbacher Good on Your Check. They said they're going to match every monetary donation made by businesses, which is really huge for the new Love Center because I know they're adding on a new addition. So I know last year we raised around $15,000, and if we do that again, it'll be around $30,000. So all of that money can go to the new Love Center, and they don't have to worry about the expenses being made on the new addition. So in return for Steinbacher Good on Your Check, we're gonna try to have a cornhole tournament for them and Jersey Shore State Bank because Jersey Shore State Bank got this project started off, and Steinbacher Good on Your Check really made this project even bigger than it is. So our business recruitment day was October 22nd. We went around to 50 local businesses, including Steinbacher Good on Your Check. That was a really good day. A lot of businesses said they will donate, and some were busy during the day because we were going it through, but we just said, we gave them the pamphlet and they said, yeah, we'll look into it and we really want to donate because a lot of businesses do want to donate. They just need a way to donate. And I know a lot of the officers after we went around even asked some of our friends that we know businesses. I know I'm part of the football team, and I asked two of my coaches. You guys probably know him, Coach Bilby and Coach Williamson. They both said they already donate. Coach Bilby's already donated $500, which is amazing. And to see the involvement in our community already going around full circle to help food insecure families. So the business sponsorships that we were giving them, I have a couple papers if you guys want to see them after. They look like this. So $100 will feed a family for a week. $250 will feed 2 to 3 families for a week. And then if a business donates $500, we'll give them advertisement so the business gets something back into their business. Because I know $500 can be a lot for small local businesses. So we'll announce their name on the radio and on Facebook and all that. How you can donate can really depend on who you are, because you might want to just bring in food and you might just want to donate monetary donations, which is great, and will always just mean it will just go to the New Love Center and want to help them out in any way. But like Windecker Enterprises, they donated the bus and they said they will staff it. So we don't have to worry about any of that, and so more donations can just go to the New Love Center. We don't have to worry about expenses for the bus and how we're gonna drive it anywhere, because none of us can drive the bus anywhere. So If you have any questions, you can ask one of us right now, or you can contact our advisor. Her email's on the board. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can come ask us.
Previous years, you also collected like turkeys and those types of things. Are those also going to be part of eventually part of the program this year?
We can't really, like, we're doing the stuff the bus, so we can't really have those donations on the bus, but I don't really know the answer to that question because they can't be stored on the bus, but we might do something around like the end of the time where we can get there, but it's hard to store that, so I don't know if that will
Yeah,
work.
it was closer to the holidays, I think.
Yeah,
that
'cause
people
w-
donated the.
Yeah, we did the things where if they bought they went to the new love center, they got a box, and then we packed it in there, and then we gave them a turkey, but that was a different time, and I don't know if they can store the turkey, so I don't think so.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Any other board questions? I do want to recognize Mrs. Oden and her work with our students. Thank you. You all do a great job. I think it was one of the first things when I started in June of 2020 that Mrs. Oden came forward to tell us that they had been recognized at National FBLA for this project. So it has been a couple years in the making, and you guys all do an amazing job. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Also underneath my report, I did not put this on the agenda, but I do want to recognize our October Employee of the Month was Mr. Levi Kramer, who works in our technology department. He is happenstance not here this evening running the live stream, but he usually is. Levi was recognized by some of our faculty members and nominated for the work that he does in our buildings, and I see all of our principals shaking their heads. Levi does a great job, and he is our October Employee of the Month. I also want to point out, I did originally, as the board knows, have Hunt Engineering and Site Logic under my report. That report is going to happen at the next meeting, but I do want to point out tonight just a timeline for you. We will get an update from them about the status of the ESSER project by the next meeting, and I will share that in the next meeting. And our intent, as they discussed at their last update, is to ask for you to authorize the purchase of equipment for that project as soon as possible. They would like that as soon as possible to be at our December meeting. That would mean, and that has to be advertised because you would be essentially awarding a bid for the materials. So that has to be advertised anyway, which is great because we're going to save some advertising costs. We will advertise the awarding of the bids and doing it at a special meeting. Your board policy has the December reorg as just a reorg meeting, but you can advertise a special meeting, close the reorganization, and then in the special meeting, award the bids for that construction equipment that they will need for the project. So unless anybody has an objection to that, that will be my plan. I will advertise the awarding of those bids 10 days prior to the meeting, advertise a special meeting. That keeps you on a timeline for being able to get that equipment and do the project next summer that you already awarded the bid for the project. You just need to award the bid for the equipment. That makes sense. Questions from the board? Okay. The last thing on my report is another set of updated policies. These are all PSBA edits. Pam and I are getting dangerously close to finally being through all of the policies. If you have any questions, as usual, you can ask them now or email them to me. You're not voting on these. These are just there attached as a presentation. We will vote on these at the next meeting. And before I forget, we reverted back to not having the student report on both agendas by mistake, but our students are here, so I don't want, student is here, so I don't want to miss her.
Do you have anything you'd like to contribute tonight?
My name's Madeline Gurst, and I'm the Student School Board Representative. Thank you guys for welcoming me back. I just wanted to touch on a few things that I thought were important. Obviously, FBLA is doing their We Shore Care project, and today grades 10 and 12 completed the PAYS survey, which is the Pennsylvania Youth Survey, and it regarded drugs and alcohol at home and in a school setting, and it also asked questions regarding what the participants' feelings of right and wrong were, so we did that this morning in Shore Period. Last Friday from 4 to 6, there was a tailgate/bonfire for the students in support of the football team. Pizza was provided, and there were a few activities like cornhole and basketball for everyone to participate in. And there wasn't a great turnout, but I think if we did something like this every home game, that word would get out and more people would come and participate. So I think it's just great for everyone to support the team. And Mrs. Mockmer's life skills class recently started up a coffee bar open Wednesday mornings, and I just think that's a cool thing for students to get involved in, and I think it's important for the life skills class to help out and just get some work experience. And the students definitely take advantage of this because every Wednesday I see so many people in the halls with coffee, and they love it. So that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you. That's it.
Moving on, we'll go to the first courtesy of the floor, and we have no one signed up tonight, so we'll continue on with the agenda. And we have tonight's agenda A through M under personnel. Will we be pulling out F to vote on separately? So I'll accept a motion to either accept all of them or to separate F and vote and have a separate motion on that.
So moved to accept them all, but F will be pulled out as a separate vote.
Thank you. Thank you. Any questions, comments, corrections, concerns on A through M? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of A through E and G through M? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed?
Thank you. Was there a specific one you wanted to pose on that, Mrs. Thomas?
M.
Thank you. Ms. Benders, you have that recorded? Okay. And now we'll go on to F. And we have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion? Okay, hearing no discussion, can we have a roll call, Mr. Enders?
Mr. Michael Allen.
Oh.
Mr. Berngard. Ms. Dobler.
No.
Mrs. Grant.
No.
Mr. Kinley.
No.
Mrs. Petrowski.
No.
Mrs. Stemler.
No.
Mrs. Thomas.
No.
Mr. Craig Allen.
No.
Motion failed.
Thank you. curriculum instruction, we have nothing. Building and grounds, we have nothing. Finance, we have nothing. So move on to miscellaneous. We have the A, which is policies at first read, policy 709, 805.1, 218.3, and 351. And then B, another group of policies, 5 policies. I won't go through all of them separately. And then various other items. We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Does anybody have any old business to discuss? Okay, move on to the second courtesy of the floor, and this is on any topic that you have on your mind. Anyone like to go courtesy of the floor for the second round? Okay, I see no one. We have executive session on here, but we really don't have anything to cover in executive session, so I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Who got the, Mary? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay.